guys, it's Devin, and today I am going to do my best of 2013 beauty favorites. Sorry I've been gone for a while, but life happens. I'm back, and I've got quite a few things here. I think I'm going to start off with like the random things because I don't really know where to start. So I'm going to start off with the random things, and I have one like really random, but it is the brand 21 Drops, and they sell it at Sephora, and it is the number 18 Sleep Essential Oil. I got a teeny tiny little sample of this with an order at some point, you know, the 3 free samples that they give you, and I love it. I have trouble sleeping sometimes, and you're supposed to put this like on your temples and your wrists and stuff, and I even put it like under my nose so I can really get the smell of it. Now, it doesn't smell the best in the world, I'm not gonna lie, but it helps you sleep like super duper big time. So I ended up getting like a set of 4 so I could try some other ones out, and there's like a headache one and a passion one and I think like a focus one or something, but the sleep is definitely my favorite. I highly recommend if you have trouble sleeping and you don't want to take medication or something for it, that you try this because it seriously helps. Okay, I have one hair favorite this year, and it is the Living Proof Prime Style Extender. This is not the full size. This is just a little sample size. It's lasted me forever, but I love this stuff. I believe I've talked about it in a favorites before. I'm fairly certain I have, but it is just one of the best hair products that I've ever used. I don't use a lot of hair products because I don't like the way they make my hair feel. I don't know, I just don't use a lot of hair products. But this one I seriously love. You just put it in when your hair is wet after you get out of the shower, and you brush it through, and you even put it like on your scalp and everything because it absorbs all the oils, and it will extend your wash for days and days. Trust me, I've tried it. It extends it for days and days. So yeah, I highly recommend that. The full size is like 20 bucks, but it lasts a long time. It goes, you don't have to use that much. You can really use it sparingly, and it works great. The next thing is my favorite face product that I discovered this year. I've used a lot of different products. I bounce back and forth between things, but my favorite has to be the Glam Glow mask that I got. It's dirty, excuse me. This is like the teeny tiniest little sample size ever, and I got it in an Ipsy bag. And this one is the Youth Mud Tingle Exfoliate Treatment. I know they have a new one that's like for dry skin, and then they also have the one that is supposed to like suck everything out of your pores. I will definitely be buying the full size of this, and I want to try the other one too. Not the one for dry skin because I don't have dry skin, but the other one, definitely. The hype behind these Glam Glow masks are 100% worth. I mean, they are worth the hype. I know they're expensive, but they're seriously the best. I highly recommend that you try those. Okay, so for my favorite tool, it has to be the Beauty Blender. Now, this was dirty because I just used it and I haven't washed it yet, but I didn't think I was going to like this. And honestly, when I first got it and I used it the first couple of times, I was like, this is the most pointless $20 I've ever spent in my entire life because I didn't really see the hype behind it. And then I started using it more and more, and I really started using it with my Holy Grail best foundation find of the year, which is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. This is my Holy Grail foundation of life ever, and I discovered it in 2013, and I started using this with this because this is an extremely thick foundation, and sometimes it can feel heavy on your skin, but when you use it with this, it really just kind of, it doesn't shear it out by any means because it's still 100% full coverage, but it just kind of makes it not as thick on your skin, and it gives such a good finish. And I started using it with this and fell in love. Then I moved over to using it with my HD, my Makeup Forever HD, which is not one of my favorites. I actually have had it for a couple of years, I think, and I'm just trying to use it up. But the best application that I've ever gotten with the HD is from this. I used to not like it at all because I couldn't stand the way it looked with the brush. It always got cakey throughout the day, but with this, it doesn't do that. I use this with every single one of my foundations now. I haven't used a brush, but maybe once or twice in the past 3 or 4 months because I've just been constantly using this. I love the finish it gives. It really is worth the 20 bucks. And a lot of times on Sephora they'll have like the bundle of 2 for like 28 bucks. And I recommend getting the bundle of 2 because you can see, I don't know if you can or not, but mine is getting torn in a lot of different places. So I need to replace mine pretty soon. But love, love, love the Beauty Blender. Okay, so I already talked about the foundation. This is the best. If you like full coverage, if you need full coverage, this is the best full coverage foundation. I think it's better than my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which up to the point of trying this one was my holy grail. So we will move on to blushes. 2 blushes that I discovered this year. One of them is just the brand in general, and it is the Kat Von D blushes. This is the color Essex, which is the one that I probably use the most. I have 3 different colors. I will eventually have every single one of the colors that she makes, but they're just amazing. They last all day long. There's the color. That's a really heavy swatch of Essex. This is the one that I go to the most often because it just matches with everything. You don't really have to think about it. But I've raved and raved and raved about these blushes before. I'm not going to really go too far in depth, but if you have not tried them, try them. In my opinion, they are the best, and I have the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes and everything. They last just as long. They're actually a little bit creamier, and they blend a little bit better than those do. So, love those. And then another blush that I found this year, which is a bit more on the pricey side, but totally, totally worth it. And it is the Dior Rosy Glow blush. This blush doesn't look like much. I mean, it looks like it would be a really, really bright pink, but it just is the perfect pink on your skin, and I can't say enough good things about it. If you want to invest in a higher end blush, this would be my suggestion. I love this blush, and I've spoken about it in a favorites before too. I feel like maybe I've spoken about all these things in favorites because it's my 2013 favorites video now, and obviously these were 2013 favorites. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is bronzer. Sorry. I know that's nasty, and I really know that it sounds nasty when I clear my throat on camera, and I apologize for that, but everybody has to clear their throat, so shit happens. Deal with it. That was mean. I didn't mean that. If you don't like it, don't watch. I did mean that. Okay, so this bronzer came out of nowhere. The Kat Von D bronzer is definitely one of my favorites, but this one, I have to say, really just came out of left field for me. It is the Pixi bronzer in Subtly Sun Touched, and I got this in an Ipsy bag, and this bronzer is just, I don't know, it's just so good. It's not that dark, and you have to, like, it's nowhere near as dark as what it looks like right here, and you have to really use a lot to get it, but it just gives, you're not even going to be able to see that. If you can, there it is. If not, I'm not surprised. It just gives a really pretty glow. It's not like a real pigmented bronzer, like it's going to go on real dark, you're going to be able to see it. You can't contour with this. There's no way on earth you would be able to contour with this, but I really like it for just the glow that it gives to my skin. So yeah, it really, I didn't expect to like it this much because I've tried a couple products from Pixi before that I've gotten in my Ipsy bags and was not impressed, but I really, really enjoyed this. Another product that really stood out for me this year was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Again, I tried this the first time from an Ipsy bag, and it really is the best brow gel. I know that I bought the Maybelline Great Lash Clear mascara thing to use as a clear brow gel. It does not compare. I can't even begin to tell you how dramatic the difference is between the two. I mean, it's really, really worth the price. This is just another sample size that I got from the Sephora favorites this year, but I will definitely be buying the full size once this is out because nothing holds my brows down like this. As a matter of fact, that Maybelline Clear Lash I'm going to throw away because it's pointless. But once you use this, it's kind of like nothing else really matters. And if you have wild hairs like I do, you need something that's going to hold those puppies down. Okay, next I'm going to talk about a primer that really blew my socks off this year, and I got it towards the end of the year, but it's almost empty, and I will definitely be buying a full size. I'm going to throw all my other primers away, face primers, because I have finally found my holy grail, and it is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. I love this stuff. I, up until the point of using this, kind of didn't even really use primers. Like, I would get them and I would get samples of them and I would try them and I would just be like, this is pointless. It doesn't make a difference in my skin. It doesn't make a difference in how my foundation wears. It doesn't make a difference in how it applies. It doesn't increase the longevity of it or anything. It's pointless. So 9 times out of 10 in my makeup routine, I would not even use it. Since I've gotten this, every single time I've worn makeup, this has been on my face first and foremost, and it just makes the biggest difference. And this is one of those that you really have to pat in. You have to like work it into your fingers, warm it up, and then pat it into your skin. You cannot rub it. If you rub it, it's going to peel off and be white little balls of shit on your face. But trust me, I've done it. You have to really pat it, but once you get that down, you are going to have an amazing primer and a flawless foundation throughout the whole day as long as you want to wear it. So I highly, highly recommend this. And for a huge tube of it, it's only $36, which compared to the prices of other primers, you know, versus prices and size, it's really not that bad. So I highly recommend that. And then another product that I fell in love with from Becca this year, again towards the end of the year, was the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is in the color Opal. And again, this is a little miniature size, but this is just the most beautiful liquid highlighter. And I have the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer, and that one's beautiful as well, but I usually only use that one like to mix in with maybe my Kat Von D foundation or a really matte foundation that I feel like needs a little bit of dewiness to it. But this is Opal. And it's just beautiful. It doesn't make you look like a glitter ball. It just gives you gorgeous shimmer. I love it. I can't say enough about it. I can't wait to really explore Becca this year and really try some more things from their brand. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know, because I'm totally looking forward to trying that brand. Okay, lipsticks. Lipsticks that stood out to me this year, there's 3. The first one that I discovered are the Milani lipsticks. This one is in Teddy Bear. They smell just like a Jolly Rancher. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I love the formulation of these. They just go on so smooth. They stay on so nice. They wear amazing throughout the day. This is the color Teddy Bear. I can't say enough good things about these. They're only like $5.49 at Walgreens. So if you have not tried these, you're missing out. You really need to try them. The next one that I discovered was the Urban Decay Revolution lipsticks. You guys probably knew these were definitely going to be in there. This one is in the color Naked 2. It's the one that I'm wearing today, and I have to say the formula between these two, as far as how they feel on the lips, how they wear, is very, very similar between the Milani and the Urban Decay. This is Naked 2 from the Urban Decay. So if you don't have the $22 to shell out for a lipstick, try the Milani, because the formula is very, very similar, I feel like, and I really, really like it. Okay, and the last one was close towards the end of the year, but it had to be in here because I wore nothing but these pencils for the whole month of November and part of December, and they are the NARS Velvet Matte Pencil. This one specifically is in Cruella, which is my favorite red that I own, and trust me, I own a lot. They're just gorgeous. They wear so nicely. They don't dry your lips out. There's Cruella. like I said before, the only downside is you have to sharpen them, which really sucks, but they're amazing. You have to try them. They are my favorite matte formula. They have since beaten Illamasqua. Illamasqua used to be my favorite matte formula lipstick, but now it's definitely the NARS Velvet Matte Pencils. Okay, so last but not least, I know I didn't have something in every category. I actually have two more things. But I didn't have something in every category because I just really went through and picked out things that stood out to me this year as being amazing. And this is going to be no surprise. It's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. I have the limited edition one that came with like 3 of them in it. I'm not going to show that because you can't get that anymore. But this one is in diffused, and I have gone back to using this one after using that other one for a couple of months and not using anything else. I've gone back to using this one as well as like my setting, you know, just all over after everything else is done, and I just love it. I just love these powders. If you haven't tried them, you definitely have to try one because you're really going to like it. And I think if you have the same skin coloring as me, diffused is a really good color to go for, or dim. I also have dim as well, and they give 2 totally different looks to the skin, but both looks are just flawless and gorgeous and just blur out all imperfections. So I would recommend diffused or dim. Now, last but not least, my favorite eyeshadow palette. I tried a lot of eyeshadows this year, and I have to say my favorite one is the Urban Decay Vice 2. I don't know if you can still get this, so I'm not going to talk a lot about it. I would definitely check the Urban Decay website, because if you can get it anywhere, that's going to be where it's at, I feel like, or, you know, like eBay or something like that. But it just has all these gorgeous colors, and I just found myself reaching for this so much since I bought it. And really, if I didn't know what kind of eye look I was going to do, I find myself reaching for that, because any and every eye look I could possibly imagine is in there, and it's doable. So there are my 2013 favorites. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations from the brand Becca, because I'm definitely going to be trying some more things from them this year. And look forward to an empties coming up, and also a haul, a couple of hauls, the drugstore haul, and I finally ordered some Makeup Geek shadows, so I'm going to be doing a haul and swatches of those as well. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging in there and being with me during my absence, but I am back, and I look forward to making more videos for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.